Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome to the Daily Drive. This is one of the last few times that I get to do this with my glasses on, so I'm just going to keep my glasses on for this daily drive today. So just, ignore the ring light glare in my face. But I'm getting LASIK tomorrow. And so I'm just going to make sure that I can read all my notes today and that y'all get all the information because I won't be back with the daily drive again until Monday. So we're going to get to that, but welcome. Say hey when you hop on. Say good morning. We have a lot to talk about today. So I don't know if we will actually get to the Daily Drive worksheet together or not, but I will drop it in the comments like always, because I want to give y'all just some good information today, okay? I want to give y'all a new way of thinking. I want to help you understand something a little bit different, a little bit better, right? So again, say hey when you hop on, say good morning, drop me a little sunshine if you want to. If you have been following the Daily Drive for any amount of time, really, you probably are aware that Wednesdays are for gratitude. We talk about gratitude on Wednesday because it is so important for the chemical makeup of your body and to change your brain and to take control and all of the things, right? This may be a day where I'm taking the glasses on and off because the ring light is getting on my nerves already. So anyway, it is Wednesday, and this Wednesday is no different than any other Wednesday. We're going to talk about gratitude. And so I want y'all to always think about things in a new, different way. And so this morning, the early morning has kind of become my me time. Like I get up, have my time with my husband before he goes to work. He leaves to go to work, and then I kind of do my thing for a little bit until either I get on here with y'all or it's time for me to go do something else. And so lately that has meant that I get up early and after he leaves, and I start watching some murder documentaries. And recently, I watched one on Netflix called The Staircase, and I can't even explain to you. I cried watching it. I just finished it this morning. Let me know in the comments. Drop a little knifey knife if you watch the murder documentaries too. But after I watch the murder documentaries, I have to, or I get to put something positive back into my brain, right? I can watch the murder documentaries and listen to the things and all of that, but then I also need to fill my brain back up with something positive, something else, right? Because if you watch murder documentaries or really anything, psychological like that, you might drift down into some kind of headspace, right? And so I always make sure that I give myself something positive afterwards. Sometimes I just watch a Disney movie. Mary Poppins Returns is my favorite. Sometimes I watch Princess and the Frog. But today, this is what we're going to get to, and this is what we're going to talk about. Today, I got on Netflix and I started watching, I just finished it before I got on here. I watched The Secret. Okay, so if you have Netflix, you have a little film on there called The Secret. And if you've listened to The Secret or watched it or whatever, give me a little red heart. It's just called The Secret. I'm not talking about The Strangest Secret. That's a different book by Earl Nightingale. I'm talking about The Secret on Netflix. It is about the law of attraction. So that's what we're going to get into, okay? So if you've seen The Secret, give me a little red heart. If you haven't, make some time to watch it. I think it's about an hour and a half. It gets a little bit cheesy at points, but the information is so good and so relevant. So it's called The Secret, and it's on Netflix. You can watch it. So I'm going to put my glasses back on real quick so I can read my notes and make sure that I'm giving you all the information. So what this film talks about and what I want to help you understand is that you are fully responsible for what you attract. You are fully responsible for what you bring into the world around you, for what you allow to happen to you, for what you create in your life. And you're in control of this by means of being grateful, okay? So you're not going to attract more abundance until you're grateful for the abundance that's already there around you. You are absolutely going to attract what you focus on. And so it's up to you to shift your awareness. It's up to you to know that you're not focusing on the right thing, and you need to shift that direction and shift that awareness. So again, if you've seen the movie The Secret, give me a little red heart in the chat. But you are attracting what you focus on, okay? And you attract more abundance by being grateful for the abundance that's already around you. So that means shifting your awareness, shifting your focus from focusing on the negativity and the bills you can't pay and the money you don't have and the friends you don't have and the job that sucks and whatever it is. You're shifting your awareness from that realm to abundance and gratitude for what's already around you. You have a roof over your head, you have a car, you have air in your lungs, like whatever it is, you shift that awareness. That takes becoming consciously aware of your thoughts. And again, we've talked about that before. I do that by journaling. I do that by whatever means necessary to simply become aware of my thoughts so that I can redirect them. You can intentionally take control of your mind simply by practicing gratitude often, simply by making it part of your everyday, every hour routine, everyday life. Practicing gratitude, focusing on the abundance that's around you attracts more abundance, right? And the things that I love in this film called The Secret are that they point out that we have like 60,000 thoughts a day. Like 60,000 thoughts a day, right? And we can become aware of those, and we can take control of those. An affirmative thought that you believe is hundreds of times more effective than a negative thought in your brain. So intentionally thinking and manifesting positive thoughts is 100 times more effective in your body than thinking negative thoughts, right? And the example they give is that when you are, doing whatever and you have the thought of like an old friend, a high school friend pops up and you're like, oh, I wonder what happened to Karen so-and-so from high school, right? And you're just kind of thinking about it for a little bit. And then what happens a couple days later, you pop into Karen from high school at the grocery store, right? You manifested that. Your energy was in tune with that. You were looking for Karen because her name popped into your head. The example that I relate to most, sorry, a little brain fart. The example that I relate to most is with Jeeps and Jeep season, Jeep Wrangler. I have had 2 Jeep Wranglers, and it is my goal to get a custom hot pink and black Jeep Wrangler 4-door in the next, that's like a 5-year plan. I don't even know. I have a Jeep steering wheel cover in my Hyundai. It is Jeep season right now, and I would love nothing more than to be cruising around in my Jeep with the top off. So what am I seeing all around me? Jeeps with the tops off, 4-door Jeeps, Jeeps that look really cool, that are all that's what my focus is going to, because that's the next thing that I'm working on right now, right? So like when you get a new car and you get a Ford Explorer, right? Then all of a sudden you're noticing all of the other Ford Explorers on the road, because that's in your consciousness and awareness now, and you're manifesting that into existence, into happening, right? One of the things that I love is how people over the course of history have understood this differently and have used it to further their platform. One of those people is Mother Teresa. If you go back and listen to Mother Teresa, she will tell you, she advocates for peace. She said, don't invite me to an anti-war rally. Invite me to a pro-peace rally, pro-peace protest, whatever you want to call it. And let's focus on the right thing, right? Where focus goes, energy flows 100% in all aspects of your life. So what you are focusing on is absolutely where your energy is going to go. So when you're focusing on debt, when you're focusing on how sad your life is, when you're focusing on the struggles, when you're focusing on the negativity, that is where you are going to live. It is up to you to intentionally take control of those thoughts and then to be grateful for the fact that you can intentionally take control of those thoughts and be grateful for the abundance that is all around you. When you give life, when you give your energy over to the universe and allow yourself to tune into that energy, the universe gives you what you need. It comes back to you. You might hear people talk about karma, or you might hear people talk about like, oh, they got what they deserved, or oh, they're so lucky, they have everything, or whatever, right? They're in tune to energy in a certain direction. So if you're tuning your energy into all of the negativity, that is where your energy is going to lie. If you're tuning your energy towards the positivity that you have in your life and the abundance that you already have there, more abundance is going to come to you, and you are going to attract things in a new and different way. It's going to be completely different for you. You are absolutely in control of this and in control of creating the happiness that you want in your life. And if you've watched The Secret, again, let me know if you've watched The Secret on Netflix. Drop a red heart. It is great. They talk about visualizing, okay? And visualizing is something that, I'll be honest, I am working my way into. It is hard for me to sit down and focus my brain in that way, but I am working on little things to help me get into that direction, right? And so they talk about visualizing, and one of the things they talk about is a dream board or a goal board, right? And so y'all have seen my goal board. I made this at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021, and I've already crossed things off of this. And I can tell you, I can't reach it. I have my old dream board from last year in the closet right here with only one thing crossed off because my energy and my focus was not in the right place. Another thing that I have done that I love so much is just creating, good morning, Cece, just creating the visual reminder of where you're going. Again, if you guys are just jumping on, say hey. If you're watching the replay, give me hashtag replay. But one of the things that I love in terms of visualizing, motivation, all of those things, is giving yourself an idea of what the future is going to look like. Now, for me, this is different than like being motivated by outside things, because we know that our motivation is internal and comes from the feelings that are behind why we are doing the things that we want to do, right? And so when you're visualizing the future, when you're visualizing those things that you want, when you're creating visual aids, I'm going to get to this, when you're creating visual aids to show you what you want, you have to focus, you get to focus your energy in a different way on that, okay? And so what I mean by that is I did a come as you will be party last year sometime. It was just on Zoom because obviously we couldn't get together. But we made business cards of who we will be in 5 years from now. We, wrote ourselves a letter. We did like all of the things. Who are we going to be in 5 years from now? What are our goals? What do we want to do? What do we want our life to look like in 5 years? And we showed up as that person, right? So I showed up as a TED speaker with a nice top on. I probably didn't have pants on or had pajama pants on below the Zoom screen, right? But you show up as who you want to be. And so this is one of the things that helps to keep my motivational feelings fueled on the inside, right? So I made us little business cards. This is just like paper cut out that I wrote on with a Sharpie, not fancy, right? But mine is to be a mindset coach, a TED speaker, and a best-selling New York Times author. Yes, Jack Canfield, CCE, yes, is in The Secret along with Bob Proctor and like all kinds of other people. It's so good. But my goals are right here on this business card: to be a mindset coach, a TED speaker, and a best-selling New York Times author, right? Those are my three like top goals. And I'm a mindset coach, and so I'm working on the TED speaking and the writing, right? Now, it's one thing to have this motivation. It's one thing to visualize. It's one thing. Good morning, Leah. Thank you for being here. It's one thing to create this motivation, to create these things, but then you have to take action on them, right? So I have this hanging. This is my little like business card that I created. I have this hanging next to my desk so that I know, what do I need to do today to become a mindset coach? What do I need to do today to become a TED speaker? What do I need to do today to become a best-selling New York Times author? And that is where I get my daily small step goals on the daily drive, right? And that's things like blocking out time to write. It's things like creating content for my social media. It's creating things, to further my brand. It's watching other TED Talks. It's reading and listening to other best-selling books, right? And so I have this external motivation that is linked to the internal feelings that come along with being a mindset coach, being a TED speaker, being a best-selling author. And I allow myself to feel how that feels. Y'all, I literally picture in my brain like Mel Robbins' body with my head and my face on it, right? Because Mel Robbins is kind of like where I want, like her career is kind of like where I want my career to go, right? So when I'm visualizing, I'm picturing my head on Mel Robbins' body because she's a mindset coach and an anxiety coach. She is a TED speaker. She's a best-selling New York Times author. She even had a talk show before COVID shut everything down, right? And so when I'm visualizing the things that I want, I'm thinking about those people and what their lives look like and why I want to feel like that, right? So it's internal motivational feelings that are fueled by the reminder of this external thing, right? And I made one for my husband too when we were doing this. He loves to swim, and so he wants to be like a certified swim coach. Our goal is to build a farm where we can rescue animals, but also have a pretty decent pool facility so that he can teach swim lessons and stuff. He also is a tabletop gamer, and we have 2 3D printers over here, and he has dabbled in like creating things for people. And so that's one of the things that he wants to explore more. And then he also wants to be scuba certified. So I also made this business card for him so that I know that these are the things that we're working on together, and we're attracting these things together, right? Because he works full time right now. So if I have some extra time, what can I do to help him become a swim coach, to help him? One of our 3D printers is not functioning right now. Like maybe I can help, I don't know about it, but maybe I can figure out how to fix it. Like what can I do to make these things happen? Because this is what we want in our life, and this is the abundance that we want to attract, right? So it's Wednesday. We talk about gratitude on Wednesdays, right? So we are grateful for the abundance that we already have around us, right? We are remembering that an affirmative thought is 100 times more effective in your body and brain than a negative thought. Make sure that I'm giving y'all all the information that I want to give you. We are shifting our focus, right? And I'm glad I put these back on, because what I want you to understand is that abundance. And what do we mean by abundance? Okay, let's pause. What do we mean by abundance? Okay, abundance is personal to you. Abundance is whatever helps you create that happiness from the inside. Abundance is whatever lights you up, whatever makes you feel passion and joy and bliss. Like, it's one of those things that it's hard to put into words because it's a personal feeling for you, right? Abundance for me is completely different than what abundance is for someone else. If you want to drop in the comments what abundance is for you, that's cool. Abundance for me is being free in my mind. Abundance for me is not stressing at the grocery store if I'm going to have to put something back to make sure that our card doesn't get declined. Abundance for me is having time to spend with my family. Abundance for me is having a roof over my head right now, whatever that looks like. Abundance for me is creating a sustainable from home income. Like, whatever abundance looks like for you, whatever happiness, whatever joy. If you are craving financial independence, if you are craving, like, maybe you can't even eat right now. If you just want to go out to eat once a week and that's abundant for you, right? Whatever abundance is for you. That's something that my husband and I are getting back into. Now, we're going to go on a date tonight since I'm getting my procedure tomorrow, and and so that's something that we're getting back into as well. And so that's absolutely abundance for us. We can go on dates again, and I'm grateful for that abundance, right? So abundance is whatever is going on in your life that brings you joy, brings you bliss. It's whatever that word means to you. If somebody's on Google and wants to give me the dictionary.com definition of abundance in the comments, that's cool. But it's whatever that looks like for you. Abundance is so many things. Good morning, Teresa. Thank you for being... Tina, sorry. Last time I'm going to have to do this with y'all. Good morning, Tina. But abundance is just whatever that means to you. Whatever creates happiness, whatever allows you to live in a calmer state. Abundance is individual to you, okay? And this is what I want you to hear. Abundance is there. Abundance is ready. And abundance is waiting for you to tune into it. Abundance is there, ready, and waiting for you to tune into it. And you tune into that abundance and attract more abundance simply by being grateful for the abundance that's already around you. Simply by being grateful for the things that you have around you already. Being grateful for the fact and the abilities that you have to attract more abundance. When I sit down and start thinking about gratitude and what I'm grateful for, I go through a long list of things that I already have that I'm grateful for. And then I also go through a list of things that I am attracting and hoping to attract that I'm grateful for as if I already have them, right? And let me give you a little disclaimer, okay? Your brain kind of knows if you're lying to yourself or not, okay? And so we talk about positive self-talk and affirmations a lot and the difference between the two, but your brain knows the difference between an I am and an I am in the process of affirmation. So my favorite example of this is you want to become a millionaire, and you've listened to personal development, you've done something where somebody has told you to do this, okay? You want to become a millionaire. And so what do they tell you to do? Your affirmation, your daily affirmation is, I am a millionaire. Well, guess what? Your brain knows that you ain't no millionaire yet. And so it's not doing anything. That affirmation's not getting anywhere because your brain has already shut it down as a lie, right? So I switch my affirmations, my self-talk, and just reformat them. I am learning how to attract abundance. I'm learning, and I'm not learning how to attract $1 million. I'm learning how to attract abundance. I'm learning how to attract the things that are entitled to me from the universe. Okay? And this goes for if you're spiritual, if you're not spiritual, if you believe in God, if you believe in Mother Nature, whatever it is. The universe is the universe is the universe is the universe. It does not change. That energy does not change. You simply tune into it or you block it out. And we tune into it by being grateful for the abundance that is already there around us. This is why we spend so much time. I'm so glad y'all can't really see when I spit. I got fired up this morning, y'all, watching The Secret, and like sometimes I just spit at the phone when I'm talking. I don't think y'all can see that. But you tune into that abundance by being grateful for it, by being grateful for what you have around you, by being grateful for what you are attracting. I don't say things like, I'm grateful for becoming a millionaire. I say things like, I'm grateful for the network of people that I'm attracting. I'm grateful for the abundance that I'm tuning into that's allowing me to create more abundance. I am grateful for the traffic that is coming to my page, my website, my Etsy shop. I am grateful for the new eyes, the influence that I have in social media. Those are the things that I'm grateful for. Because right now I don't see the $1 million. But does that mean that I'm not attracting it? No. It means that I'm tuning into it and creating it. Right? So I'm not grateful that I'm a millionaire because I'm not a millionaire and my brain knows that. I'm in the process of learning the things that I need to know to further my abundance and income and all of those things, right? So when you're thinking about abundance and when you are attracting that abundance, make sure that you're wording it in a way that your brain is going to understand that you're attracting this in. So again, I'm grateful for the network of people that are coming into my life. I'm grateful for having social media and a way to share my message and the things that I promote, right? I'm grateful for new eyes that are going to see my things. I'm grateful for, new friends that I add today, right? And those are the things that you're going to continue to focus on. I'm going to continue to focus on the network that I'm building. I'm going to continue to focus on the new friends that I'm gaining. I'm going to continue to focus on the positive energy that I'm putting out, right? So I'm going to keep attracting the best network possible, the best friends possible for me, right? I'm going to keep spreading positivity and getting positivity back. And it's already happening. Y'all have watched and seen. I've got my Apple Watch. Like I've come into abundance recently because my husband and I are finally in a place where we are tuning into that and understand that we're in control of our awareness and our acceptance of abundance, right? So it's Wednesday. Again, we talk about gratitude. We're not going to get to the daily drive. I'll put this in the comments so y'all can do it yourself. But gratitude is the most important thing that you can incorporate into your everyday daily practice. All day long, as often as you can, becoming consciously aware of what you're thinking and redirecting it when you need to. Being grateful for what you already have around you allows you to attract more abundance to be grateful for. One of my favorite people to listen to, and he's in The Secret, is Bob Proctor. And actually, I believe he says this in The Secret. And he says, if you want to get out of debt, you're not going to simply by thinking of getting out of debt, okay? Set up a payment plan, get your ducks in a row, and then think about prosperity. And I promise you, when you start to do that, and when that really takes effect in your life, things will change. I took this to heart last year, and we set up payment arrangements with a lot of things, and we shifted our focus to abundance and creation and inspiring, and it's coming back to us now. We are not here to compete with each other. We're here to create. And when you tune into that and you create, and then you're thankful for that creation and that abundance, you will attract more abundance into your life. I promise. It's proven. I say this all the time. Y'all can Google me. I don't bring you information that I haven't researched, listened to, heard, done myself, practiced, and used to change my thoughts and my life and my mind. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010, and up until about 2.5 2.5 years ago now, I lived in the darkness of anxiety and depression and mental health. And through the personal growth and personal development journey that I have been on over the last 2 years, I have fully learned to understand things differently and become aware of what my purpose in life is, which is simply to continue to grow into my own potential so that I can show the world that even though you may live with anxiety or depression or other mental health issues and things, you can still create an abundant, happy life and be in control of your mind. That's the number one thing. You can take control back even while you're living with anxiety, right? And one of the ways you do that is by living in the mindset of gratitude, right? Attitude of gratitude. It is so, so, so true. That's one of those quotes that I used to roll my eyes at. Ooh, attitude of gratitude. It sounds so cliche, but it's so true. When that's all you're thinking about, when you are redirecting the negative thoughts over to gratitude and the positive thoughts, it's going to change everything. It takes 90 seconds to shift energy and emotion in your body and brain. So when you give yourself that 90 seconds and start thinking about gratitude and shifting it all, you're going to change your whole mood. Wake up with intent. Wake up grateful for the life that you have. Do the things that you know are going to allow your mind to become free, right? We're not here to compete or compare. We're here to create. And when you free up your mind, you're able to create what the universe intended for you to be here and create. Now, I want to get to a lot of information, okay? Because there's a lot going on and it's 9 o'clock-ish and I don't want to go too long. But y'all remember, okay? Abundance is your birthright. It is there, ready, and waiting for you. And the way you tune into that abundance is by being grateful for the abundance that's already around you, that you already have in your life. Y'all, this daily drive is part of a journey that I have been on to unlimit my thought processes. It is called Becoming Unlimited. And I have a Facebook group that you can join where you get these daily drives plus a little bit more content related to unlimiting your thoughts and kind of how I live life with anxiety. We're a community of support. It's not a sales platform. You will see things in there that you can use if you choose to, but it is simply a way for you to learn how to unlimit your life because I've been there and I know that it's rough. So with that being said, if you join that Becoming Unlimited group right now until May 18th, if you become my top supporter in that group, and top supporter just means sharing, liking, inviting friends, commenting, being active. If you become my top supporter, I'm going to send you this gently used Fitbit for free just for supporting me. And I've got a handful of other prizes to give out to the rest of the people that are supporters. So even if you don't get the Fitbit, you could get something else. So join that Becoming Unlimited group and then interact in there and you could win this Fitbit for yourself. Make sure that you turn notifications on both for me and for the Becoming Unlimited group so that you're informed when I go live and you don't miss out on any of the content that I share. And with that being said, today will be the last daily drive until Monday. I am having LASIK done tomorrow, which again is one of the things that is on my goal list for this year. Or right down here. Ooh, and I just got a haircut too. So actually tomorrow I'll be crossing both of these off. I don't know if y'all can even see that. Haircut right there and LASIK right there. I didn't even realize I had a haircut on here and I just got one a couple weeks ago. So 2 things I get to cross off, but I'm getting LASIK tomorrow and I don't know what that does to my eyes. I've never had it done, but I'm going to go ahead and take some self-care time and have a weekend off from social media things, from business things, from things that cloud up my mind sometimes. And I'm just going to spend some time with my husband and let my eyes recover and try not to look at my phone too much because it's not really great for your eyes anyway. So join the Becoming Unlimited group and still remain active. We're going to keep up the momentum throughout the weekend because I've got some great supporters in there already. So if you want to be part of that Becoming Unlimited group, again, let me know. You could win a Fitbit or one of the other things that I've got going on. Make sure you turn on notifications so that you're informed when I go live and you don't miss any of this information. I wrapped up a 3-day mindset reset a couple of weeks ago and it is available on YouTube, but it's not public. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. They're about 15 minutes each and just giving you a quick mindset flip. Y'all, I am so grateful for every single one of you that gets on here and interacts with me and messages me and lets me know that this information is helpful. I have had so many people, an abundant amount of people lately, let me know that they use the Daily Drive daily and that it helps them maneuver throughout the day. And so I appreciate when y'all let me know that. It lets me know that I am indeed creating things that are helpful while living with anxiety. So again, I'll drop this in the comments, and you guys, thank you for letting me know that you use this and get something out of it. If you get anything out of this content at any time, let me know. Leave a comment. Say hey. If you're watching the replay, drop a hashtag replay, like, comment, share, all of the things. Tag a friend. Again, you guys, we are all entitled to the abundance of the universe. It is there, ready, and waiting simply for you to tune into it. And you tune into it by remaining aware and grateful. You remain aware of your thoughts and you shift them to gratitude when you need to. You stay grateful for the abundance that you already have around you, and you'll start attracting more abundance and more things to be grateful for. Use gratitude to change your thought processes. It is scientific fact that you can do so. So, happy Wednesday. I will see you guys back on Monday. For sure. I am always, again, grateful for my supporters. You always go in the joy jar because this is one way that I show gratitude regularly. And I love y'all. I will be back on Monday. Remember, you attract the abundance that you are entitled to by being grateful for the abundance that you already have around you. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Send me positive vibes tomorrow while I'm getting my eyes worked on, and I will see y'all back live on Monday. I love you. Happy Wednesday. Have a great